Hello. Hey, we're a couple of days away from the Williams Lake Stampede here.
My name's Amber Newstead. I'm the general manager of the Williams Lake Stampede Association. I'm the one paid employee that helps oversee up to 17 directors that are the key players in putting together the Williams Lake Stampede, the world famous. This year we are celebrating our 95th year. We're looking forward to another great year. We've got a full slate of cowboys coming in and cowgirls. Can't forget the ladies. The entries are looking great. The property is coming together, all the fixing up of the little pieces, painting the fences, painting little pieces around that need to be touched up are getting done as we speak. Sound guys are putting in speakers today. Banners and signs are going up for all the amazing sponsors that we get that help put on this production every year. The Stampede it's a year-round project. We lease these grounds from the city of Williams Lake, and so we maintain them all year round. The board of directors are all volunteers. They all have day jobs, families, other commitments, you name it. So they're here for the good of the association and the event. Then there's all the other volunteers that come in to help. Like the last couple of weeks, we've had many volunteers coming in, helping with the work bees, helping building projects, and then the selling of the tickets, and then of course the weekend of takes upwards of 400 volunteers. Unfortunately, our volunteer pool has diminished drastically since COVID-19. We've been finding it hard to get volunteers to fill all of our positions. There's amazing people that step up and come every year, and they're like, well, this is my job. This is what I do when I come to the Stampede, and whether it be security at a gate or selling tickets in the ticket office, welcoming people, doing parking. And we've actually found, because of the low volunteers that we've been able to get, we've actually had to contract out certain jobs. And so we find user groups, or service groups, I should say, within the community that come, and we pay them, we hire them, and they use the money as a fundraiser to do the jobs that we need to do, that we can't find volunteers for. So volunteers are huge. If we didn't have them, we couldn't do this. Even just down to the board itself. Like I said, we start as of September. We're starting for next year. Even as soon as this one's over, we'll be starting again. So it's truly a year-long project, and we're a big rodeo, so it takes time. Stands are full. It's absolutely awe-inspiring to look across this arena and see a completely packed grandstand. It actually gave me chills last year.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you for your hard work and dedication.
Well, thank you. It was great that you were here.
Hi, I'm Court Smith I'm president of the Williams Lake Stampede Association. I'm here on Monday night. We've 4 days to rodeo time, and we are continuing to make every effort we can to make this a great experience for our guests. We have the Bronchbuster Trade Fair happening again this year up behind the grandstands, which is again chock full of all kinds of vendors. Yeah, it's a big project, and as we get closer to the day of the rodeo, there's all sorts of little things that need help or need done, and your help would be greatly appreciated. Volunteering is well worth it. Last year, which was our first year back from COVID, we were at about 200 to 225, and we're hoping that we can have at least that this year. Again, volunteers are what makes this a great experience. They say that for every dollar spent, there's $3 that spin through the economy. So the Williams Lake Stampede is world renowned. That it is a huge economic driver of the region, and our campground over there is of course booked solid through the weekend. It's booked throughout the summer. For people who aren't familiar, is to go on our website.
Court, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
So as you can see, the volunteers are hard at work, and they're an integral part of such an incredible event that this region has to offer, not only to the province or Canada, but to the world. This is world renowned. So I want to say thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you. I hope this inspires you to participate in something great.
Pauline Smith.
And Lori Winters.
Yeah, why do we volunteer? I mean, I think we've been volunteers for many, many years. I've been involved in the Williams Lake Stampede before I was a director, and I can't even imagine not being in this town and not being a part of all of this. And there's so much hard work that goes into it, and one of the cool things that we do at the end of the day is we look at the crowd and we go, that's why we do this, because the crowd loves it, the town loves it, tourists love it, and yeah, just couldn't imagine being anywhere else this weekend. And our culture, we have so many different cultures here in Williams Lake, so it's a great way to showcase that as well.
Gratitude to the Williams Lake Stampede Association and all the valuable volunteers. This wouldn't happen without you. You showcase our community and you showcase our region. Thank you.
My name's Monica Bird. I started this race back in 2014. Stampede had an event that had slowed down, so they were looking to replace it. So I brought forward a flat race because they have this big beautiful track that hasn't been used in years since the Chuck Wagons haven't came back. So, you know, we really wanted to utilize this big beautiful track, so I asked them if we could do it. So the very first year it was just a short dash in the arena, straight from the grandstands on, and it was just less than a quarter mile into the arena. It was a very successful first year. We had wait lists of girls. Everybody was super happy. The crowd was awesome. Like, the crowd loved us. So the second year, I asked if we could make the race longer to utilize more of the track and have the corners. So now we start way on the back stretch, right out of turn 2. So now they have the whole straight stretch. They come out around turns 3 and 4, and then they come down the straight stretch into the arena. The crowd stands on their feet and screams every time. It's an amazing sound and feeling. I got to race in it last year, and it was amazing to hear that crowd as you run through it. It's like going through a wave. So yeah, it's been going for I think this is our 8th year, and we're really lucky this year. We have just a few sponsors. MNP Accounting has really stepped up this year. They did our whole money added, so thanks to them we are again able to pay out $10,000. And then Ellis Cattle Co., they sponsor our championship saddle that we have every year that all these girls race for over the weekend. So Ellis Cattle Co., this is the 3rd saddle they've sponsored us. They've been sponsoring us for years as well. They used to buy us halters and give us cash for prizes. We also have Longhorn Fencing. Ken Strigler has been a huge support of this race since the start. He's always there to help us out, and every time I've ever asked him if he wants to sponsor, he says there's not even a question. Of course he will. Irish Excavating, Len McClure, he has been awesome as well right from the start. Len's the same way. He's on board to sponsor anything we got. He loves horse racing, and he's down every year to help us out. Monica's Farrier Service, I've been a long-time sponsor of this race. And then this year we have Diamond J Contracting. We have Caitlin McClure and James. They are awesome. They've been helping me out since 2015. Caitlin came aboard last year and started helping me organize the race. They're great volunteers. They help us out awesome. So yeah, we're excited for this year. Our race is in 3 heats. So we run a different heat race every day with 6 different girls every day. The top 2 from each race make the final on the Sunday. So on the Sunday we race the top 2 fastest horses of each heat against each other, and they run for this championship saddle. And then the best part about it is the girls who win the heat race, they all get buckles every day, and then we pay out big cash prizes. It's over $1,000 a day for the winner. Our second place is $600, our third place is $400, and our fourth place is $200, and then 5th and 6th get prizes. So everybody that comes and races with us leaves here with something. Our races turn into a big family, basically. We've had girls that come back every year, and they've just been awesome. Like, the sportsmanship in our race is amazing. If you don't have a piece of tack, these girls are running to help you. It doesn't matter if they're competing against you or not, they're going to help you out as best as they can. So it's been an amazing experience running this race for 8 years now. I've met a lot of amazing girls and seen a lot of fast horses. It's been really awesome.
Well, the excitement is in the air. Everybody's getting geared up for the Wild West Riders opening the Williams Lake Stampede. And these cowgirls work extremely hard, and I had the privilege of watching their last practice before the big show.
I'm Janice Sapp. I'm one of the riders with the Wild West Riders, the drill team that performs Grand Entry the 4 days of the Williams Lake Stampede.
And I'm Victoria Saville. I'm also one of the riders on the drill team this year.
8 years is how long the Wild West Riders has been formed and together and performing here at the Stampede.
This is my 4th year with the team, and this is your
Second year for me.
second year.
We have 10 riders. 8 will be performing every day at the Stampede. It's always good for us to have a spare or two just in case something happens out in the arena. A horse comes up lame, somebody can't make it. So we always have 2 people on deck that can fill in a gap. So everybody can ride any position and jump in wherever needed.
And what level riding would you recommend for those people interested in joining your team?
Skill level really varies everywhere from, experienced beginner to a very experienced rider.
We're all here for as a team is to support each other in that growth and that learning and that development.
It's a really great way to learn really good horsemanship and become a better rider.
I would encourage everybody that can make it down to one of the days at least of Stampede to come and partake, check it all out, see what it's all about if you've never been. It's a great event. There's also lots of ways to volunteer. Stampede Association is always looking for people to help sell tickets and check tickets at the door. There's
Sell
tons
50-50.
Yep, selling 50-50, which you'll see the drill team out in the stands after they ride. You'll see them out there selling 50-50 tickets. You'll see people right now out in the arena working hard to get everything ready for this coming weekend. And the more, many hands make light work. So if we can get more volunteers every year, it'll be amazing. There's lots of other events for people to partake in too. And check out local events, which, who doesn't want to see somebody they know run down the mountain race or some wild girl come down the track in the wild cowgirl race? So come out and enjoy the time. It's my favorite time of year. We want to look our best out there when we're performing. So if you'd like to donate or sponsor the drill team, there'll be different ways you can do that. You can message us on our Facebook page at Wild West Riders 2023 and let us know that you'd like to sponsor. Other ways, you'll see us holding beer and burger nights, steak nights, whatever other ways we can find to fundraise, silent auctions. Just pay attention to what's going on out there, and we'll make sure that it's all out in the Tribune as well.
Right.
And we're always looking for new riders. So we do have tryouts at the beginning of every year. We do post it on our Facebook page. So, if you're into, being exciting, going and checking out and being part of all the rodeos, local and out of town, it's, come try your hand at the drill team.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Paige Romanuk and I'm 17 years old, and this is Brooke. She's also 17 years old, and this is our first year on the Wild West Riders drill team. I'll be carrying the Every Child Matters flag along with the Canadian flag on the Canadian anthem. Being on the drill team has improved my riding, improved my confidence as a person as well. Truly, it has changed my life. I've always wanted to be in Stampede, and I'm just so happy to be on it this year. I'm really excited to see everyone down there, and I'm hoping for a really big crowd this year, and yeah, I'll see you all down there.
See you at Stampede! Woo!
Hello, I'm Teresa Schur, and I am Schur Kitchen and Catering. We have a great team down here. We're ready for Stampede. We are located behind the announcer's booth on the main field. We have some breakfast, lunch, snacks, freezies for the kids. We are catering events down here also all weekend long. We'll be doing your hospitality tents. So today, we made about 500 bannock. So, getting ready for the event. It's pretty intense. intense to begin with because it's a lot of lists and a lot of writing down and a lot of trying to pull it all together on timing. Groceries came in today because we're hitting into our event. Every freezer is full and we pull stuff out and put it into the cooler to thaw, and then we'll be doing that again and again through the weekend. So food safe wise, we have to be aware of what we're pulling and what we are using and make sure we have approximately 10 people that come in for Stampede weekend. And then I have my core group that have been working for about 2 weeks prepping and getting ready for this. So that would be Tay, Ron, and Pat. About a month in advance we start talking about it. Every time you do it, you kind of start ironing out the kinks, so to speak, and then you kind of know what you're heading into the next year, right? So this is our second year. We need volunteers. Stampede will not go on without volunteers. We're going to feed the volunteers tomorrow night out of the concession. The grounds need to be cleaned, everything has to be painted, and it's a huge event. So if we can get local people to come in and be part of this, it's lots of fun, it's a great weekend, you get to meet new people, and you get to do something really good for your community. We all really pull together, we all care about our community, we put a lot of effort at Christmas time to put food into homes. We carry that 365 days of the year. We're all about making sure there's food going out into families, paying attention to people that are maybe struggling, and trying to help. So it's a great group here. It really is. It's like look to the left and the right and notice the people that are a bit invisible sometimes. There's a lot of people that maybe could even, maybe be brought to the rodeo as a nice gesture that's struggling. I think there needs to be more love in the world.
Yeah, I'm Roy Call. I'm one of the partners in C Plus Rodeos, and we provide the livestock for the Williams Lake Stampede. It's a pretty big job. We are in charge of about 9 cattle liners full of livestock for the rodeo. We're in charge of the logistics for the crew, the staff, the picket men, bullfighters, all that kind of stuff, the order to go, all that kind of stuff we do. We start moving in today. Today's Tuesday afternoon. We've already started moving stuff in, and we'll be here till Monday afternoon. It's pretty much a full week's job, and it's an exciting time of the year for us, and the Williams Lake Stampede is one of our favorite events.
How long have you been doing it, Roy?
You know, we started this business right out of high school. It was 1985, the first rodeo that we did, and we've been here at the Stampede as the main contractor for over 30 years. It's been fun. You know, we've seen a lot of people come and go, and I think what's interesting for us is the way it continues, the new people step up, and things continue to improve. And what we really love here is the guys here at the Stampede, they're not complacent. You know, we have a great rodeo with a tremendous venue, and yet they work on it every year. We have additions to it every year, and the event only has one way. The bar goes up every year, and we love to be part of it.
The entertainment value that you bring is incredible. The stock that you bring is world class.
Yeah, you know something, we've been at it a long time. We take a lot of pride in it, just like a hockey team. You know, our animals are our athletes. So we spend hours and hours, and basically 365 days of the year trying to find the next great one, and then fostering that animal and making sure they're in their best case, their best chance to be successful every year. So when you come to the Stampede, we put 365 days of the year into getting ready for that one day that you come to see. So we take great pride in our livestock, and we're proud to be part of it. It's amazing how the logistics go into stuff. So when you come here and you see a guy, you know, from Florida come here and be 88 points, there's so much that is going into making that one little bit of entertainment. And then you do it over and over again for 3 hours, and then do it again tomorrow. And it's amazing how big a job it is, and how many wonderful people it takes to get that bit of entertainment. But you know, after COVID, it's so great to just be back to see mask-free crowds and people really enjoying it. And I think this week is going to maybe be one of the best ones we've had in a long time. The Caribou is so much about being outdoors and about the community and fostering the interest in all the groups. Mm-hmm. Whether you're coming to just enjoy the parade or see the rodeo or see some of the other events that are on this week, all of them are great, and they're great for our community. So I'm really glad that we didn't go away from the Stampede, and that we continued to make it a huge part of our summer calendar.
And regardless of your cultural upbringing, there's always a place for you in rodeo.
Yeah, you know something, that's just it. Like actually, literally last night at our ranch, we have our arena set up, And actually, we had some youth from Alkali last night came out, and with their education as part of their deal, that was one of their field trips that they wanted to have. The kids wanted to do that. So they came out last night, rode cows at our house, got a chance to be immersed in it, and you'll see some of them here at the rodeo enjoying it more. And we want everybody to be part of it. So, we really try to help foster interest, and whenever we get new people involved and educate people, we really take every chance we can.
And that statement is synonymous with rodeo culture.
Yeah, something with us, I remember one of the first, when we first started, when we were kids, my mom and dad rodeoed. When we got old enough to go by ourselves, we were rough stock guys, we were bow riders. And we got in with the guys that were going then. For us, that was George Palmentier. He took us, I don't know how many times we got in the van with him and Clay, and we went to places, and it was a big part of our life. It didn't matter where you were from or what you did, rodeo was what brought us all together. And we've had a lot of fun at it. And this business, it's a business, but it's also, if you like this job, it's like you've never really had a job. It's just you go out there and do something you love every day. If you didn't like this job, they could not pay you enough. It's 365 days of the year, cows calve in the middle of the night, those long drives from Smithers at 3 or 4 in the morning on a Sunday night, those are always glamorous. But if you enjoy the business, there's no better lifestyle.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Roy.
Thanks, Aubrey. Enjoy the weekend.
What are you guys looking at?
Okay.